Roof designs can get pretty complicated, but today, I'm here to simplify things. Hip and valley roofs have all the character and charm that make buildings stand out, yet they're surprisingly simple to draw once you know how. In this video, I'll walk you through the steps to sketch out a hip and valley roof that looks solid, balanced, and accurate. Starting with the basics. The simplest hip roof design is for a square building, like the one I just drew. The only thing you need to do is to draw a cross inside the square, and you're done. Now, we all know a square has 4 equal sides. The angles where the 2 lines cross will always be 90 degrees for a square. And these ones will be 45 degrees each, and that's how we draw the roof for a square building. Let's say the building is now a rectangle instead of a square. The rectangle has a short side and a long side. You will draw the triangle at the short side of the rectangle. You have to maintain the 90-degree angle at the tip of the triangle, just like in the square. Draw a triangle on the other side and join the tips of the 2 triangles with a line. This line is called the ridge, and this is called the hip. This roof has 1 ridge and 4 hips. The ridge is the horizontal line where 2 roof planes meet at the top of the roof. A hip is a sloping edge where 2 roof planes meet at an external angle, usually on the corners of the roof. Now let's draw one for an L-shaped building. Let's say this side is equal to this side. We will draw a triangle on this side and another one on this side. Then draw 2 ridge lines like this. Then draw these 2 lines from the corners to the joint. We have a ridge here, and we have another here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hips, and this here is called a valley. When 2 roofs which slope down diverge, they are connected by a hip, but if they converge, they are connected by a valley. These 2 are converging as they slope down, and these 2 are diverging as they slope down. Let's look at another L-shaped building where this side is shorter than this one. One mistake that someone could do is draw the roof like this. This is wrong. All angles should remain consistent for every building. All possible angles you can have are 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 135 degrees, and 225 degrees. And all hip lines or valley lines should always be either perpendicular or parallel to each other. So what you can do is start by dividing the shape into rectangles. We will have this rectangle here, and we have this one over here. So we have 2 overlapping rectangles. Use faint line to sketch the roof for each rectangle. Draw the 2 triangles on these 2 sides of the shape. Now determine the rectangle that has the bigger triangle between the 2. Find the point at which the hip of the square with bigger triangles meets with the ridge of the smaller one. And that's where we connect the 2. Draw the remaining lines and we are done. Let's have the same shape, but this one we extend the building this side. What we need to do is to apply the same principles. When we look at this building, we can see that it has 3 extrusions. We have this one here, this one over here, and this one. Now we will extend each extrusion within the inside of the building to divide it into rectangles. We now have 3 overlapping rectangles. Now draw the roof for each rectangle, just like the previous shape. Now go ahead and draw a triangle for the outside part of each rectangle. The same principles apply. Where the ridge of the smaller rectangle meets with the hip of the bigger rectangle, make a point and connect the 2. Do the same for the other small rectangle. Then we can easily draw the rest of the shape. One thing you will notice, look at all these extrusions. This one, and this one. But now let's look at the small ones and leave out the big one, because it is actually the main shape, and the other two are the extrusions. This extrusion has the longer side and the shorter side. And if you look at it, the short side has this parallelogram shape over here. Even this one has this long side and short side. The short side has this parallelogram shape here. Now let's see what happens if we extend our wall here. We will start by drawing this triangle. Now if we're looking at this extrusion, this is the short side and this is the long side. We will simply draw our parallelogram on the short side. The long side should not have this parallelogram shape. Therefore, we will just erase the line we don't need. What if this extension, instead of being snapped at the corner, it was in the middle over here? Let's see. Firstly, draw the triangle. Now that both sides of this shape are equal, we will have parallelograms on both sides. Let's go back to this L shape. This portion has the long side and the short side, and the short side is the one with the parallelogram. Same with this portion. The long side and the short side is the one with the parallelogram. The parallelogram trick does not work on the rectangle with the biggest triangle because, as I said, it serves as the main shape and the smaller ones extrude from it. Now we will apply everything we learned so far to draw a roof for this shape. Watch till the end for final results. And that's it. You've now learned how to draw a hip and valley roof. I hope this tutorial helped you get a better understanding of roof construction and how to illustrate it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button Subscribe for more drawing tutorials and leave a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.